This is Shaun Middleton, SAFC Fan TV. We're outside the Stadium of Light live. We're waiting for the fans' opinions of today's game.
We view Sunderland, Andy McNaught.
What do you think of today's game?
Nothing's changed.
And do you think that's down to the manager, or do you think it's down to the players we've got at our disposal? Or
hopefully it's the beginning of the season and they've got a gel.
First game nerves.
First game nerves. I've been listening to the results and Peterborough, Portsmouth, who's look like going up.
Yeah.
Maybe not you know, so maybe it's a 1-1 draw, because when they scored I thought, right, this is it again. They're going to get beat.
We look shaky at the back again, like, but like you say, it could be first game nerves, but
Defence has always been bad. The defence has been bad last season and this season. The one about need a goal scorer, we didn't. We needed defend. Need a good defender. We still need a good defender.
So do you think Stuart Dunn as an owner, he's done well in bringing the players in, or do you still think we need to bring more players in?
I think we need a good centre half, centre back, and I think we still need a good midfield player.
Marcus Manson, would you?
Maybe yes, aye. But they definitely need somebody in, somebody who can create. So, and then I look at the bench. I would have started with 3 different players. I would have started with 9. I would have started, not McGeady, because he'd not give you a full game.
Match fit.
Not much fit. Maybe Maguire, because Maguire would want to prove against his old side.
What do you think? What do you think the chances are of us going up this season? Obviously, jolly days, but
I'm optimistic. I always think we'll go up. I always think we'll do well. So I've never changed. I've been the season ticket all in since the 70s. So.
Yeah, I was going to keep the faith, but you know, watching it today, it looked a bit like the same as last season, didn't it?
But I think all other sides will be the same.
That's true. Just
in the division where the players is not, they're not going to be world beaters. So you're going to get players who's going to do your job, and that's it. And that's all you need. And hopefully these players will get us out of the division. We'll know in about 10 games time. Because that'll tell just before Christmas again, you know.
Do you think Will Grigg, just doesn't seem to be working anything, does it?
He's not on fire. No, he's not on fire now. I keep thinking, well, he might come good, he might come on, but he's not proven it.
Is it the manager, or is it the system of playing? That's my...
Well, I always think he should play 2 forward. Especially 2 forward at home. And go for it, because if you've got 2 forwards, they've got to have 3-4 defenders, and then you'll always have a chance of scoring. But if you only have 1 up, they only need 2 defenders. 2 defenders, and they've always got the forwards to go forward.
I think Hume at left back, I think he looked a bit suspect, didn't he? I think
Hume looked a bit suspect, but second half there, the same as if they capitalise a little bit better on the left. So yeah,
I think. Do you think that's all we could maybe strengthen the left back position? Because we lost Reece James, and we lost Oviedo.
Well, I don't know about. I think if they strengthen the centre half, the others will come on. You know.
Right, thanks for your time, mate. Well, yeah, thank you. What's your name, mate? First of all?
James, mate. James.
Where are you from?
From Horton.
What do you think of the game today?
We were quite poor, to be honest. I thought we were going to be better today, but just didn't have anything. Didn't seem to have anything going forward, to be honest.
What do you think was just first game nerves, or just systems, or?
It might be like, hopefully, never know. We might get better, but just can't say it, to be honest. At the minute, I think we still need a couple of players, but can't see us signing one unless we sell a couple of players, you know.
Who do you think stood out with you?
Well, the new defender was alright at the back. He was a decent player, like.
What do you think of the system of players?
It didn't seem to work, like, to be honest. I think if they played like a couple of fast wingers, but we haven't got that really.
Hume looked a bit like suspect, didn't he?
Crossed the ball very well, like he wasn't very good going forward.
Also, was losing Reece James and Oviedo. I think left back were kind of.
I think people were moaning about Oviedo last season, but I think we miss him now. Like, I think we could do with a new left back, like, but.
What do you think of our transfer business? Think it's been a good transfer window?
Really, I mean, we're getting rid of a couple of high earners, so
it's good for the owner, obviously, but in the club. But
yeah,
going forward,
we need to replace them, but it hasn't really worked out so far. But it's only 1 game, you never know.
That's true. What do you think of? Do you still confident we'll go up this season? Or?
I think top 2. was quite confident, to be honest.
Jack Ross is definitely the boss.
Aye, definitely. Jack Ross is the man there, I think.
Thanks for your time, mate. Okay, thanks.
He made hard work of it.
Hard work.
Aye.
Anything stood out?
Trying new players, I think that was a bit brave. I think 09 should have started, definitely. But we've got to look to move forward now, innit? Yeah. So fingers crossed, the rest of the season.
Do you think Jack was the right man going forward?
Aye, definitely do. Aye.
Where do you think we strengthen? If you could bring a couple more players in, where would you specifically go for?
Central defender. And central midfield. Aye.
What about would you go for that Madison if he was available?
Definitely. Aye.
Before we're thinking as well, what's your name is?
Steve Tetley.
Steve, where do you come from?
Ryab.
Just to put your name on there. I should have done that at the start, like. But anyway, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. What's your name and where do you come from?
Ian Thompson, I'm from Horton.
Right, what do you think of today's game?
I think it's a bit negative. I think he's selected the wrong team. I mean, why have you got people like McGeady, Maguire, O'Nien, Power? Why have you got them on the bench? I was stuck on the bench. It wasn't good.
Yeah, do you think going forward, do you think Jack Ross is the right man for the job?
Not really. No, I think we need a manager with a bit more attacking. I think his tactics, my opinion, is his tactics are negative. And
just look the same today, like last season. I was saying to me, pal, and you're looking and think what's going to change, but
nothing. I mean, after 2 minutes, we just sat there and said, "Well, it's the same old, same old." It was just like we had another home game last week, and it was just. No.
Who do you think stood out of the players what we've signed this season?
None of them really. I mean, we've that McLaughlin at right back. He seemed fairly decent, but none of them really. I don't know whether it's first game nerves or something like that. But nah, I'm sorry. It wasn't for me.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers,
okay,
thank you.
What do you think of today's game, mate?
I'll tell you what it is. What I think of it. The Oxford Gate team and all that. They're cheating all the time. This is my opinion, mind. They stopped the game down. We didn't get into it. We've never got into it. I don't think he should have had McGeady on a bit earlier. Right. Definitely a bit earlier. But we play from the back all the time, and we're not good enough to play from the back. We're not good enough for that. We play through Flanagan. He's passing the ball. He's passing being poor. Honestly, I really think that. No, it's early days, but I honestly think that we've got to get the Maguires and the McGeadys early on and get them and get at these early. Get at these teams early. We need to get the goal ahead. Greg. He still doesn't know where he's at.
He's not getting the best out of Greg, is he?
He's not getting the best out of Greg, not at the moment.
Is it the system he's playing, or is it just
I don't know. I think Greg, even last season,
doesn't look happy, does he?
He doesn't look happy at the team. So
what's your feelings about it? And that's the first game, but what's your feelings about us getting promoted? Do you think we've got a good chance?
I think we'll go up.
Yeah. Automatic or playoffs?
We'll go up automatic. Yeah. I think things will be better than last season.
You still think that Jack Ross is the right man?
I do. I really do. His record is his second season with a team. He's better, and I think he knows it now. And I think he'll get one up first time. I definitely do.
Do you think the captain and McLaughlin's the captain of the goalkeeper? Do you think that was the right thing?
I do. I think.
Do you think that's the captain long term, or?
I don't know. I don't know about long term. I think it short term it might be, but next season might be somewhat different. But we'll definitely get up this season.
Do you think we need to bring more players in? Like still, there's a little bit left in.
Do you know what it is? We need creative in the middle. We need somebody creative in the middle. Yeah. We definitely need somebody who can keep the ball on the deck and pass it around, not panic and pick a pass. That's what we need. Gooch needs to. He's done all right today in patches and all that. He's got the penalty. He's got the goal. But last season he started off brilliant.
What do you think of obviously Honeyman going for 400,000? That was the right thing. The captain of the club. Do you think that was the right thing to do?
I think Honeyman lost it last season. I think those crowd were on his case all the time, and I think he's thought about it and thought that they're getting at him all the time, and he's probably done the right thing for himself. I was all right with Honeyman. A lot of people didn't like him, especially sitting around us. But
who do you think stood out with you? Who do you think really stood out with the signs we've made in the summer, or just anybody in general?
Middleton for me, mind. I think he did. Honestly, I do, and I think he's going to get better all season. I think he's going to get stronger, and we'll bring different people in who's injured at the moment, but I think he'll get stronger and he'll be good in this season.
A little bit weak in the left back position, must obviously James and Oviedo leaving, so do you think we need to bring a left back in? Would you stick with you?
I don't know. He's done all right in parts and all that, but in the first half especially, he got beat a few times in the first half. I think we might need a proper established left back, mind.
Right,
okay, brilliant. Thank you very much.